Hello, hello, hello. How you guys doing? Oh man. Shit, 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 shit. I'll tell you what, guys. I got a lot of questions to ask you guys. Ask this question. What's with the looting going on? You know, this happened in 1992 as well. Over $1 billion worth of damage. Lots of lives lost. Business destroyed. Well, I've always believed that, you want to be smart about it. You want to prove something. It's always smart to be nonviolent. Because that's how MLK did it. That's how Gandhi did it. Man. They were non-violent, man. They always play that role of the non-violent guy. It's all over the country, man. People destroying businesses. There's a video, a couple videos of a AT&T store and a Metro PC being looted. I'm like, shit, really? You're gonna loot a goddamn store? You're gonna steal it? What you're gonna do? Steal a phone because you need to make a call? Well, AT&T, Metro PC, there was a jewelry store that was jacked. People stole shit. Y'all know who's doing it and why they're doing it. Taking advantage of a peaceful protest, and you got these anarchist assholes, being bussed in, folks. If you see a crate full of bricks, move them. Move them away from the curb. Move them away from the streets, because y'all know what's going to happen. More violence, more people getting attacked, and it's not going to be good for any of you. So, you got people coming in your community, want to do damage, want to hurt people. Why? Some of you are trying to do it peacefully. Peacefully is always a smart thing to do. Is do it peacefully.
Got us chained to the equipment, and they cut off our thermal shields if we get in any trouble. It's not exaggerating. Alien scum are well used to that. Help us.
So,
what do I have to do to bust you up?
But,
take this heat resistor.
just that, it is a question. Why are, some of you see the bullshit happen. Some of you see what's happening. You guys see those crates of bricks and shit on your streets and shit. And you guys are knowing what's going to happen because there's bricks, pile of bricks on your sidewalks in your town. And you don't know the left is paying for all this shit. And the Democrats are blaming our president for destroying the city, but who's really destroying the city? Who's really destroying the city? The president ain't doing it. He didn't send any looters or anybody out there to destroy the city. And most of you guys know that shit too. It ain't happening. But you know, there's people that are being bussed in. You know, I mean, you got people come into your town. You know, and some of you are beginning to see the shit that's going to happen. Because one dude saw a crate full of bricks. Fat bricks, you know, like fat bricks and shit, you know.
That's gonna leave a mark.
So, a lot of you want to do it peacefully. And that's what I would love, that I like to agree with. I love to agree with. I do agree with. Because these low-life motherfuckers that are being bussed in are tearing down businesses that had nothing to do with the death of George Floyd. You know, George Floyd is here. I could be wrong. Let me look here. Okay, George Floyd, okay? George Floyd. I mean, here's a report here. Go on here, hold on here.
When someone started setting off fireworks. This demonstration in response to the death of George Floyd started in Temple Terrace.
Fireworks and shit.
And I think that it's very scary that the black and brown child have to worry whether he'll make it home at night.
State and local law enforcement blocked off streets as hundreds of protesters marched. And shut down major intersections like Fowler Avenue and 56th Street.
I think that if this was a great peaceful protest,
The demonstrator told Good on Your Side she voiced her concerns directly to Tampa's mayor.
After some things about community, how we can fix things and how we can make people aware of what's going on and how we can avoid certain things from happening.
The protesters went by the USF campus before turning south toward the Tampa Police District 2 building.
We don't have to destroy our city to make a point.
But the situation deteriorated after 6 p.m. at Bush Boulevard and North 30th Street.
See, that lady made a good point. You don't need to destroy your own community to make a point. Even the protesters are seeing the shit that's happening. You know, they did it then, and they did it, and they're doing it now. When can there be at least a peaceful protest where no one gets hurt, nothing's destroyed? You know, this lady made a good point. You do not need to destroy a community just to prove a point. But who's ever doing it, you guys need to look into that. While out there, maybe you guys can keep your eyes open on any illicit bullshit. Because you guys don't need that shit. You know, it's always been a wise, peaceful thing. Always wise, be peaceful, man. Always wise to do that.
Some protesters started setting off fireworks and looting the mobile gas station. Police say they also threw rocks and bottles at bicycle officers. More officers and deputies arrived.
Do you ever wonder who's really firing off those fireworks? I don't think it's protesters. I think it's someone that's been brought into town to loot, to riot, when most of you want to do it peacefully.
That's gonna leave a mark.
You know, you got these motherfuckers, either that or the police have undercover cops being aged by the courts and shit, doing that crap.
A group of the protests continued launching candle-style fireworks at them. As people ran in different directions, some returned to the police station, where the back windshield of this police cruiser is shattered. After nightfall, orders to disperse.
That they resorted to a higher gun. The Republic, the Empire.
I mean, it's just that,
Goodbye, Craddock.
you don't really need to destroy your community to prove a point, guys. I mean, shit. If Gandhi can do it peacefully, if Martin Luther King can do it peacefully, so can everybody else. Because you don't need to destroy a community or destroy businesses, stores, shops, whatever it is, to prove a damn point. But here's what you need to look out for. Anybody, we're all black, okay, and destroying windows and shit, they could be a undercover cop dressed as a agent provocateur or Antifa. Keep an eye on that shit, dude. Because, just that, also, build up a intel, like the grapevine, where somebody knows something, start that channel. Because somebody might know something, okay? Somebody might know something. So start a communication channel so you guys can know what's going on. Because there's going to be somebody that's not from your town coming into your town, that ain't local, but that are going into your town, starting shit, looting shit, whatever. Protect your community, man. If you care about your community, work together from keeping it from getting destroyed. Because there's people out there that's coming into your town, folks, destroying property, damage your community, looting. If you see any looters, kick their ass, man. Because you don't need that shit, man. You don't need that shit, alright? I mean, look. It ain't cool, man. It's not cool. It's not cool. You know, it ain't cool, man. There's people that are trying to have a livelihood, man. Run a business, you know? I mean, well, here's one. Protesters block interstate. Seattle erupts during first one protest, officer injured.
Still too much for him. Blast out. Don't worry, you'll make it. Even if I have to drag him all the way.
Together Floyd from law enforcement as protest in Tampa. Walmart is looted by protesters. San Jose, Oakland police protest road crowd management.
A tale of two protests in two major Bay Area cities. The police department in San Jose And in Oakland, took two very different approaches in how they handled the massive crowds last night. And KPX5's Betty Yu is here in the studio to explain. Betty?
Brian, we have seen different kinds of police protest tactics here in the Bay Area, as we just saw. Mainly retreat and stay more hands-off, or deploy and engage. In San Jose, we saw more aggressive policing early on, which involved officers using batons, flashbang grenades, and tear gas to break up the crowd and subdue unrest. In Oakland, we observed officers using a less forceful, more restrained approach, though the protests there devolved into violence and vandalism toward the end of the night. Departments are constantly finding the balance between keeping the peace and protecting the safety of officers and the public.
Well, we're trying to do all that we can to calm an awful lot of jittery nerves out here, and we certainly appreciate that the outrage is righteous, the protests are righteous, but the violence is never righteous.
Now, with San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo today speaking about the disruptive protests in his city last night, he said he shares in the outrage and frustration over the killing of George Floyd, but does not want to see violence as an expression of that anger. Mayor Libby Schaaf said today protest and free speech is part of Oakland's DNA, but said she's asking people to stay home and stay safe, especially during this health crisis. She said vandals and violent actors are using peaceful protesters as a shield to hide behind.
Just hours after a former Minneapolis officer was arrested, how?
It's insane, man. It's at a. It's fucking. I mean, it's wrong, dude. It's fucking wrong, man. You guys don't need that shit. Don't need that violent crap, man. Shit, dude. Violence is never the answer, dude. I mean, but the question is, who's busting these fuckers in? I mean, y'all know who's busting them in. You gotta know. I mean, I wouldn't do that shit. It's like some of you guys here are here in Fresno protesting. Then you got some dumb motherfuckers coming into your town, coming in here, rioting, looting. It's fucking stupid. It is fucking stupid, man. I tell you, it is absolutely fucking dumb. I mean, like the lady said, you don't need to be destroying a community just to prove a damn point. It doesn't prove anything, It don't. Just that I'm finding it it's insane, man.
That boss and brother shit. Taking out a friend of his.
I just feel that it's not the right way to go. But I'm trying to put my mind around this. But violence is never the answer, man. I tell you, never the fucking answer. You got these anarchy motherfuckers who wants to destroy property.
hundreds of protesters marched through downtown San Jose, shutting down Highway 101 near Santa Clara Street, demanding justice for George Floyd. The Chopper 5 was over the scene as demonstrators flooded the freeway.
Here's what's wrong with this. Got these assholes blocking the street, right? This is exactly what happened during the 2016 election. People went out in the street, got stupid, but doing this ain't going to help anybody, okay? An officer was already arrested after getting fired, okay? The officer that had the knee on his neck, he got fired and then arrested. He got charged with murder and manslaughter. Hello? There is getting justice, okay? His family's getting justice, right? So, you got 3 more assholes to arrest and charge. So, how about you dumbasses get out of the damn street, because you ain't going to prove a fucking thing.
And right when the protesters took over the freeway, a car started smoking its tires, which got the protesters excited. It started sending up a lot of smoke, and this was right before the CHP shut down the freeway. As you can see there from these coverage from Live Chopper 5 showing
You
us
motherfuckers
what happened.
need to get out of the damn road.
Joining us live from San Jose, where the protests are getting a little bit bigger along City Hall, but actually have stopped along the highway area. Len.
Yeah, Juliet, we just got moved back a little bit by the police
You're not
department.
going to prove a goddamn thing.
Confrontation just a few minutes ago between hundreds of protesters and the San Jose Police Department. The protesters basically started at City Hall about a quarter of a mile to a mile.
No, it don't make any damn sense of blocking traffic, because it ain't going to prove a fucking thing. Because you're mad, like I said, you're mad, but blocking traffic ain't going to help you. It won't help you. No, it won't help you. I mean, use your fucking head, folks, because blocking traffic ain't going to help your stupid ass. No, it's not. You know, it's just that when you think it is, oh yeah, we're gonna block traffic because we got to send make a statement. By what? Getting their ass ran over? Hasn't history taught you anything, motherfuckers? Some of you get ran over by people who wants to go to work or go the fuck home, okay? And this is to you Antifa cocksuckers too. Blocking traffic ain't gonna prove a fucking thing. You're not gonna prove a goddamn thing. What are you gonna do? Try to get someone fired from their job because they wanna go home? And you wanna get them fired because they wanna kick your ass because you're blocking the roadway? Fuck you. I bet some of you dumbasses do work. But what would happen if somebody went to your boss and tried to get you fired? You wouldn't like that, huh? Either, huh? You cross-eyed nitwit looking motherfucker. Because it's not going to help you, man. It's not going to help you at all because you think, well, we're going to try to get them fired. Really? Ain't that enlightening? You know, there's been people that were fired for no damn reason. I mean, for no reason. The person lied to their boss, lied to somebody, where they lost their business, they lost everything. They were deplatformed. They were, I mean, just really ruined their life, you know. But it doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to get someone fired from their job, a good paying job that some of you don't have, because you want to prove a point that you could get away with shit, right? Oh, no. Let me give it an example here, folks. There was a couple of members of Antifa that were arrested. Okay. They appeared in court. Okay. And this was some fucking funny shit. They thought that they're gonna get off. Oh no. These little fruity Antifa bastards had a huge ass dose of reality. Checked them into reality. A few of them got sentenced to 5 to 6 years in prison. Now, these little bastards think, oh, we're Antifa, we can do what we want. They won't send us to prison. Oh, really? Really? So, these riots and shit, all this looting crap, it's these little fruity ass snowflakes destroying businesses, setting shit on fire, and you got cops, undercover cops dressed as agent provocateurs, and just have no idea what the fuck they're doing. No idea what the hell they're doing. But yet they're mad because they're not getting the job done fast enough. It has to be. Well, let me pawn on a little reality check for you folks. Nothing can get done like that. The one cop has been charged, okay? Manslaughter and murder. Now, who's next? Okay. Now some of you saw that footage. There was the Asian guy that didn't do shit, right? That one cop you all saw who didn't do his job in stopping that motherfucker from killing George Floyd. Now his ass is going to get charged too. So it ain't just that one white cop. That Asian cop is going to get busted too. He got fired as well. Why? Because he didn't do shit. He just sat down there and watched the guy die. He stood there and watched the guy die. Didn't do shit. Why? He just stood there, didn't do shit. If I was that cop, I would have punched that other cop in the face and say, look, motherfucker, you're killing a guy. Take your knee off his neck. Throw him and put him in the car. The cuffs were on him. He ain't gonna do nothing. Put him in the car. See, these cops are so arrogant, so egotistical, because they got this qualified immunity. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens to them when that goes away. The qualified immunity goes away, and there's nothing that they can fucking do about it, right? Oh hell, fucking no! They can't do anything about it. No shit. What are they afraid of? we're afraid of going to prison because if we meet the inmates that we screwed over, they might beat us and they might do something to our bungholes. See, cops are for that shit, man. Cops are afraid of going to prison because they're going to lose that power, they're going to lose that prestige, they're going to lose that qualified immunity, everything. Look at that hose claw guy. He got 233 years in prison. Oh yeah. And he was married. He was married too. Dude had a hot wife. Shit. I mean, the guy was what? All-star football player guy. High school, college, joined the police force. I mean, come on, man. Not every cop's bad, man, to be honest here, right? Not every cop's bad. But it's the ones that do stupid shit are the ones that make the good cops look bad. I mean, those are the ones who deserve to be in prison. Most of them are child molesters and shit. Most of them are a part of that child pornography ring and shit. See, what I don't get is, oh, don't lock him up. He has awards and commendations. Yeah. But that's only what you want. That's the only thing you want people to see. But behind all that, the guy is the biggest asshole and has almost 20 complaints on this guy. 20 complaints. That's a lot for a cop. Even 30, and nothing's fucking done, man. You know, I mean, shit, dude. Maybe these bad cops are too fucked up in the first place to be on the police force. I think what needs to happen is that they need to go through a psychological evaluation. Because if you're too fucked up to be on the police force, fuck. Shit, man. Let's see here. Police use tear gas to get large and unruly protests break up. Fatal shooting of a federal officer in Oakland, call it domestic terrorism.
It has also been installed over several smashed windows at the Ron Dellums Federal Building, where 2 security officers were shot while watching over last night's protests. One later died. KPIX 5's Kenny Troy is there now with new details. Kenny?
Oh.
Homeland Security officials are calling this an act of domestic terrorism. They did not say whether this fatal shooting is connected to the protest that erupted in Oakland last night. But the FBI did confirm today that a vehicle approached this building last night around 9:45, and they say that someone inside that vehicle then started firing shots at 2 Federal Protective Services officials.
We have witnessed an outright assault on our law enforcement community. Last night in Oakland, California, an assassin cowardly shot 2 Federal Protective Service contractors as they stood watch over a protest. And the Department of Homeland Security will not rest until these criminals are brought to justice.
The Oakland Police Department, the FBI, and Department of Homeland Security have launched a joint investigation. They have not yet released the identities of the security officers. But we do know that the wounded officer that survived last night is in critical condition at a hospital. And as for the suspect or suspects, no additional information from authorities tonight. We're live in Oakland. Kenny Choi, KPIX 5.
All righty, Kenny, thank you. Governor Gavin Newsom today released a statement expressing his condolences to the families of both officers. He added, quote, "I want to thank all those who helped protect human life last night and today. from community members who exercised their right to protest peacefully and encouraged others to do the same, to the law enforcement officers who faced what were at times challenging conditions, to those who seek to exploit Californians' pain to sow chaos and destruction, you are not welcome.
Imagine that shit.
People. We're a little bit further in the back now, but I think...
Imagine that shit, man. Holy shit, dude. It's how I say that song goes, welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Well, this isn't fun and isn't no damn game. To some of you losers out there, I hope you have some idea, have any motives for your shit, dude. I tell you right now, looting, never the fucking answer. Destroying property is never the fucking answer. If you want to protect your community, you guys need to figure out where those bricks came from. Because somebody put those crates of bricks on your street. Because something's about to happen. Something's about to fucking happen. You guys know this shit too. Some of you do know. Some of you do know, but ain't saying. Some of you involved. Some of you may not know who's involved. Crates of bricks are found on the street. I would have found out where those bricks came from. Because protesters want to do it peacefully, not violently. Martin Luther King wouldn't allow that shit to happen. Martin Luther King would want it to be peaceful, non-violent. Some of you think violence is the answer. Well, let me tell you something. It's not the answer. Never is the answer. Never is, never will be the answer. I like things to be peaceful, civil, where no violence, no one gets hurt, no one dies. But some of you that are doing this shit are involved. Do you ever wonder if those looters and rioters have been bussed in from other places to do more damage to your town? See, it's just a question that I have. There's a lot of people were bussed in to other places across the country because Hillary lost the election 4 years ago. And
We'll feel that later.
Project Veritas exposed all that. So did WikiLeaks. But there are people are tired of this shit, man. I mean, literally tired of this crap, dude. I mean, if there was a way to shut this shit down, go after the ones who's doing this shit, who's looting, who's rioting. Go after those motherfuckers, dude. I mean, shit. A protester, a dude wearing a black mask, man. He said there's bricks on the street. I mean, he just pile of bricks and shit, dude. And a lot of them are like going, just want to know why, you know, want to know why. If y'all remember Ferguson, a local guy blew the whole thing wide open because he's saying that there's people in vans and buses coming in, and just from other places coming in to riot and loot. And it's really makes no sense. That makes no sense. And it's in these towns where it's run by Democrats, right? Democrats. Have you noticed? It only happens in towns run by Democrats. If that happened in towns run by Republicans, oh, the whole town would jump in and just put a stop to this shit, man. All this looting shit, all this rioting, all being done in Democratic towns, or Democratic ran towns. If it was done in a Republican ran town, oh fuck that shit, dude. I'm like, dude, man. I mean, dude.
I'd rather plant one of that bullseye.
Because there wouldn't be no bus coming in to brick someone's town, man. Because most towns that are Republican are gun owners. Legal gun owners that would put a stop to this shit. That I will tell you right now. You even got black gun owners that would be like, oh fuck no, ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you right now, gang members, they're not gonna give up their guns either, dude. Shit. You think they're gonna give up their guns? Oh, fuck that shit. Oh, fuck that shit. That ain't gonna happen. Never now. That's all it's gonna be. I mean, shit, dude. Tell you what. I know some of you ain't stupid. Tell you what. If you really want to protest, do it peacefully, but also think here, okay? I was thinking about this. Okay. I was remembering the 2016 the 2016 election. Okay. Now, there's been a lot of towns where people were getting bussed in to riot and shit, and just really bust shit up here. If you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, if you know somebody that knows something, find out what the fuck's going down, because the protesters that are doing it peacefully ain't the ones who's doing the looting and the rioting. It has to be somebody that's busting these fuckers in and
Let me spare you the heartache.
doing these lootings and shit and riots. When you got these peaceful protesters just doing it peacefully, okay? That's a big mind fuck, you know. So I would really recommend find out who's doing this shit, man. Find out who's doing it. It could be undercover cops that's doing this shit too. Agent, of course. That I was seriously, and I mean seriously, looking at that shit. Because that one dude that was tink, his wife outed his ass. Now she's leaving him. And she's leaving his ass. So I think all this is just such bullshit, you know, just such bullshit. Alright guys, this is good old Grandmaster Evan here. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please share it, subscribe, like, and hit the bell for notification. Comment below. And if you got this transmission, you are the resistance. I'm Grandmaster Evan. Knowledge is free. Knowledge is power. Stay healthy, well, and wise. I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Remember, coffee's your best friend. Peace.